Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, my goal is at the end of this video is for you guys to find out another way you can start earning online. And as today is Thursday, of course, I'm bringing in a special guest today. Now, if this is your guys' first time on my channel, my name is Lacaba. I am the virtual ate, and I give tips every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home. And if you haven't yet, make sure that you hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss a video. Now, my guest today is a virtual assistant with 3 years of experience in administrative and digital marketing and 13 years in the call center industry. She started her online career as a part-time ESL teacher before she landed a virtual assistant's job. She went through various niches like administrative, real estate, lead generation, social media management, and email marketing and automation, which actually became her niche. Aside from working as a VA, she also works as a general virtual assistance trainer of FHMOMS. This is her way of giving back to others by sharing her journey of becoming a virtual assistant and in helping the mothers of the community and aspiring virtual assistants to get started with their freelancing career. So guys, I would love to introduce you to our amazing guest today, Miss Christine Levine. Hi, Christine.
Hi, Leanne.
Awesome to have you here. I'm always excited to be talking about this, specifically being a virtual assistant trainer, because of course, a lot of people who are now switching to working online, first thing I always actually recommend to them is becoming a virtual assistant because you then are exposed to a lot of different skills. So Christine, before we dive into this, how did you actually get started working online?
My first work online is actually an ESL teacher. I just really got curious with an ad in Facebook, so I just tried, and I'm still working as an employee in a corporate office. So tried my luck, and then I got in. It became like a part-time job, and then when I learned about Upwork and online jobs at PH, that's the time that I created my profile and applied as a VA. And then when somebody hired me as a VA, then that's when I started and I transitioned to online jobs.
So you also are a digital marketer, actually, not just a virtual assistant trainer. You're also doing digital marketing services. So can you tell me more about how you ended up kind of doing both of how you are a digital marketer and how you are also a virtual assistant at the same time?
You know, when I started, I've just been doing like admin tasks, like just really VA on an EA because I've been calling and setting an appointment for my client. But then since it's just, like I started as a part-time VA as well, so I got a lot of time. So I tried applying to other clients or other posts, and that's when somebody hired me as a social media manager. Plus, I've also been doing the YouTube account, so I've been posting and then the whole digital marketing thing. So this client really taught me a lot about digital marketing, and actually that's when I found out that email marketing is the one that I really wanted to do. And then as time goes by, clients came in and then they've been asking for digital marketing tasks, and so just learn how to do it. And I'm really grateful that clients have given me a chance to do those things.
Yeah, and that's also always a surprising thing that a lot of people find is they'll apply for one job. And like I said, the best place is to start is always virtual assistant because then you're exposed to social media marketing, to YouTube. My own assistant started out doing video editing for me for my YouTube, and now she's learning other skills because you're not stuck just right. You can also be a social media manager, like I said, and doing other stuff. So with that, as a virtual assistant, what was the actual skill that you got started with? You mentioned you did a lot of some of executive assistant sales, but this is something that a lot of people ask me specifically also. If someone wanted to be a virtual assistant, what would be a good skill to get started with?
Well, I came from the call center industry or the BPO industry, so the skill that I was offering back then was just really customer service and administrative. And I think if that is your background, if that is the same thing that you've been doing, then that's the first thing that you can offer, because a lot of clients right now is just really looking for an admin help. So you can start with an administrative skills that offering that, and then from then on, you can learn to, like managing their social media pages, their accounts, and then so on.
So a lot of it is just kind of really being open to like learning, right? So
Yes.
so far with that, for the last couple of years you've been working online, what has been the most surprising thing about working from home or working anywhere, working online?
Well, first of all, I acquired a lot of skills working, in a corporate office, in the BPO industry. I got confident in, communicating with foreign clients because of that. But here, or having an online job, it's really amazing because I've done some things that I did not imagine, like creating a website, creating automation. I did not know about that. I'm just not really techie before, and I experience a lot of tasks that it's not really my niche. So it's kind of challenging to do that, but it will give you that learning. It will give you that experience that you can't get anywhere else. I don't know. It's just that it's just really amazing that you've been exposed to a lot of skills that there is that you don't have.
I like that you mentioned that there's some stuff that you had to do even though you didn't like doing it, but then afterwards you learn, you get experience. And that's true. Like a lot of people are afraid to jump into either something new or something they thought that they didn't like. Eventually either like it or they're like, okay, no, I'm not gonna go there anymore. And that's still important of just being willing to try. So for your journey, so you started ESL and then virtual assistant, became a digital marketer, and now you are a virtual assistant trainer for FHMOMS. What has been your favorite thing about that, of being someone who has grown to a lot and now teaching other moms how to be able to become a virtual assistant?
Well, I'm just thinking that this before, I'm actually a licensed teacher, but I wasn't really able to pursue that career, have not practiced that, but I got a license, so I just go to waste. But anyway, so I just realized that that is my, that is the passion, or that is what God wants me to do. When I joined FHMOMS teams, the training team. So I started an ESL teacher, but I was a trainer at a corporate office. And, I really like meeting new people. I really like communicating with them. And so when FHMOMS opened a training team or a training position, I jumped in, and then because before I used to say, I don't want to be a trainer anymore. I don't want to be a teacher because ESL teaching can be tiring. But it's actually fulfilling when you're seeing that your students are learning from you. They're learning to they're gaining confidence in communicating using the English language. When FHMOMS opened that training team, so I was the first one to apply because I think I miss training. So, and then luckily, and I'm grateful that MK hired me and given me a chance to actually teach what I'm doing. And so the most fulfilling part is meeting new moms. It's like you're feeling their struggle to start, and then it's fulfilling to see that got successful, they got a job, they find a client, and they're earning more than you are. So,
Happens, yeah.
Yeah, and I can see them growing. They are also doing their thing. They're teaching other moms, and that's actually fulfilling for me to see that as let's say as a leader, you learn others to be a leader as well.
It's really interesting that you're a licensed teacher and then you kind of didn't want to go back to teaching anymore, and you went right back with it with being a virtual assistant trainer. So it's like it went full circle.
Yeah, before I realized that yes, this is your calling, so go.
That's funny. So with we're talking about your journey, what has been a shortcut or something that you started really doing has made things just working online in general easier?
I think the automation is, well, the tools, using of the tools, the automation. And well, because I'm not organized before, I learned to be organized and really put a schedule on everything. So I think that makes it really easy. Also, since, well, a lot of freelancer would agree that if you got a lot of clients, not all of those tasks can be done. So I learned to outsource as well. I was able to help other people by outsourcing those jobs.
That's very cool that you went from, being the person who's outsourced and then learning the value of actually outsourcing as well. So that's very interesting. And of course, just tools. Like I say that a lot. A lot of people are asking me, like, how do I, make this easier? Like, find tools, find shortcuts in that way. I like that you mentioned that. So with that, if someone is like, someone approaches you, and I bet a lot of people ask you for advice, if they wanted to start out as a virtual assistant, what has been a common advice that you give up to someone who wanted to start out becoming a virtual assistant?
The first thing that I actually told them is, are you ready? Because sometimes it really takes a mindset, because there are others that are actually starting, they're jumping in, they're trying, but then they will realize at a later part that it's not easy, they don't like it anymore. There are lots of questions about it. So I told them, are you ready for a lot of things? Are you ready to learn? Are you willing to learn? And then if yes, then I actually told them to, yeah, so the first thing to do is to really create your online profile, update your resume, and then from there, I was telling them I can help you with other skills if you want, and guide you because they already have skills, they already have those work experiences. So I think they just really need to just learn the tools that are used online and just showcase your skills. Yeah, that's it. That's what I've been telling a lot of people. And of course, we are inviting them to join the group, as we have a lot of webinars out there, or the free webinars that can help them have an idea on what is an online job.
Well, I've been in FHMOMS, even though I'm not a mom, honorary tita. And I love your guys' training. I love how in-depth you guys are with it. And it's really helpful inviting you guys, because the last couple of interviews we've been doing is with FHMOMS trainer. Even if you're not a mom, I'm not a mom, but I'm in the group. They just have a lot of really free. You don't even have to start paying right away, but you'll see the value of what they have and what they've been teaching inside of the group. So you've actually technically already answered my next question, which is, what is a small step that someone could do? Which is, you just said it, which is basically updating their profile, updating the resume. So I'll switch my question. For a lot of people, and this is something that has come up a lot, for them who have no idea what skill, let's say they believe that they don't have any skill that they can bring online, what is then your advice to them? So you just said they might have job experiences before, but what if most of them new graduate, or they didn't really have a job at all, just kind of started having a family, or had someone take care of them, but now they want to switch to working online? What would be your advice to them figuring out what skill to have working online?
Because I am like that when I started. I really don't know, and there's a lot of niche that I saw. At first, I wanted to be a social media manager, but then I thought, no, I don't like it. And then I wanted to be like a web designer, so I actually enrolled in the course of Website 101. So then, yeah, I like it, but for a newbie, it's not a good start. The first thing that you can do is maybe just work as an admin, like work with the general one. So you can work as an admin assistant first, or a virtual assistant, because as a virtual assistant, you are very versatile and flexible. You get a lot of skills, and then that's the time that you'll know what is your niche, what could be your specialty, or what services can you offer to your clients. Because that's when I found out as well that I really wanted digital marketing or the automation itself.
Oh, that's perfect. That's a very perfect answer of, where can they start? You just start and then you figure out as you go, because that's where a lot of us also, if you have no idea, we start that way. So for you right now, Christine, what is your big, hairy, audacious goal? What is a goal that you have right now that seems so big, but in your heart, you really want to chase it?
My goal, it's actually, connected to training the virtual assistant. I'm starting already slowly. So I've been reaching out to a lot of freelancers and also, like local businesses, that if they need like an apprentice or a virtual assistant, we would like to, like collaborate with them, because I want these virtual assistants that are graduating from our course to have an experience first, because they're not yet that confident to start. Some of them are really, young at heart. So they're just really starting to, they wanted to learn more. And these ladies really inspire me, because at their age, let's say 45 to 50 to 60, so they still want to learn more. And that just really inspired me to help them get started. And sometimes it just really takes some practice. So I've been working on getting some apprenticeship, this apprenticeship program for them, to jump in and really practice. And then when they're confident enough, then that's the time that they can, really apply, or they can also get hired by that client. So that's actually one goal that I have right now, to build apprenticeship program for these virtual assistant students or graduates, or maybe I can place them for a job, in the future.
Yeah. Well, that's actually very close to an advice that I always give is don't be afraid to work for free. Because they might eventually, really pay you. Not for too long, being
Yeah.
paid for nothing. And I think that's an amazing idea or an amazing dream where having your students get started right away, right after they graduate, right after they want to test out all of the things that they just learned from you. So I love that. So how can others support you and what you do for that? How can people support you if, let's say, there's an employer right now who's watching this video, or someone who's now very curious about becoming a virtual assistant? How can people support you? How can people find you?
I don't have a page yet, but yeah, you can send me a message if you want. We can collaborate doing those apprenticeship, because other clients are just, just sending me, like a message. Or you can also check out our startup agency with my friends. So it's RMCVA Operations. You can actually log in there, or you can also reach out to FHMOMS. And I've also collaborated with them, with getting this apprenticeship program.
Guys, I'll put all of Christine's links below so you guys can check her out everywhere that she just mentioned. So if you want to be able to, again, either you're an employer who wants to hire a virtual assistant right now, or you're an aspiring virtual assistant, Christine will be able to help you. So thank you so much, Christine, for hopping on here, for sharing a lot of really good tidbits and a lot of really good advice for people who are looking into becoming a virtual assistant.
Thank you as well, Anne. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Now, like I said, guys, I'll be putting all of Christine's link below, so you guys will be able to check her out, connect with her on LinkedIn, and check out her own website for her own virtual assistant agency. So make sure to hit the like button right there so this can reach more people who want to get started as a virtual assistant. And if you haven't yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss a video every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home. And you guys can check out these other two videos right here that I have so you can get started on your digital career journey. I hope you're having an awesome day, and remember that small steps matters. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.